Hi, my name is Nikki Lawley. My company is Nikki and the Plant. I'm a cannabis patient advocate and former pediatric nurse that sustained a brain injury, and I have turned to cannabis as my medicine. MJ Unpacked is a really cool show because it really showcases the different brands and the different experiences. I'm a patient first and a brand second. And one of the things I've learned most is your network is your net worth. And so aligning with the proper companies is critically important. And one thing that MJ Unpacked really does well is really vets the people who are here. Like, not just anybody can get a press pass, not just anyone can show up. Nikki and the Plant was created because I sustained a life-changing traumatic brain injury back in 2016. When that happened, my entire world collapsed in just a second. I was working as a pediatric nurse. A child didn't want a vaccine. He became combative. And in just like that, he hit me in the head. I was pushed back into a wall and then back into his head. My life changed forever in a second. Cannabis was never offered as a treatment. It was never offered as a therapy. I was on over 50 different drugs at different times. I saw over 60 different providers. No one could explain why I was feeling like I was. I was hurt at work, so it was a New York State workers' compensation system. So that means that all they care about is getting you back to work. They don't care about the patient. They don't care about that experience. And for myself, being a patient, I didn't understand what it really meant to be a patient. I didn't understand that it meant you had to really know more about the patient than the provider does almost. You need to know more about your condition and be your own advocate, because at the end of the day, that doctor spends 5 minutes with you. And how can he possibly understand what your day-to-day life is like? Cannabis saved my life, and bring it full circle. I found cannabis as I was plotting my death from a balcony in Las Vegas at a hotel. I was at a dark, dark place in my life, and a billboard came driving by saying, "Get your medical marijuana card here today in Nevada." And I was like, oh, great idea, Nikki. Go fry your brain on drugs. You have a head injury and it's just going to fry your brain. And I laughed it off. My husband, seeing that I was so desperate for anything, any kind of relief, he's like, let's go do it. And if you knew my husband, he's like the last American Boy Scout. So he literally, you would never picture him saying this was a good idea. And that billboard saved my life that day. How do you put a value on a life? My life was saved due to that person that advertised that getting your medical marijuana card in Nevada today in January of 2017. My life forever changed.